They said no southern sailor could ride a beast of the north. Hick said, "Hold my rum." We found a feast beyond the fjord, where winter banners flew with fire pits cut into the snow, and horns of steam and brew. The strongest riders of the north stood boasting by the rail of Frosthorn, the unbroken bull who threw men like a gale. He wore a hide as white as ice, two horns of midnight black, a braided rope around his chest, and fury down his back. A broad-armed rider faced the crowd and raised a drinking horn. No foreign man can ride this beast, no southern fool was born. Then Hick stepped through the gathered men, with snow stuck to his boots. He looked the great bull up and down, and spat between its hooves. I've ridden worse in summer heat, and meaner after rain. That overgrown and shaggy cow just needs a proper name. The Northmen roared, the sailors backed, the betting climbed up high. One wagered boots, one wagered gold, one bet the fool would die. An old cook muttered quietly, he's finally lost his head. A raven croaked from overhead, as if the man was dead. Ride the Frosthorn, hold the line, 8 hard breath through snow and pine. Hooves like thunder, breath like flame. Hick climbed on and cursed its name. Ride the Frosthorn, do not fall. Northern brothers, hear the call. Ring the shields and shake the ground. Hick is riding Frosthorn down. Aye, aye. Aye, aye. Oh! They tied his hand against the rope and opened up the gate. The bull came out like winter rage, with vengeance aimed at fate. He twisted left, he hammered right, he leapt above the snow. Hick's hat flew toward the drinking tent. 3 frozen fields below, the Northmen counted every breath, with fists against the shields. 1, the bull tore up the rail. 2, they crossed the outer field. 3, Hick shouted, "Is that all?" 4, the beast went twice around. 5 and 6 went by so fast they barely made a sound. Ride the Frosthorn, hold the line, 8 hard breath through snow and pine. Hooves like thunder, breath like flame. Hick climbed on and cursed its name. Ride the Frosthorn, do not fall. Northern brothers, hear the call. Ring the shields and shake the ground. Hick is riding Frosthorn down. At 7, Frosthorn struck the fence and shattered every rail. At 8, Hick raised his free right hand and gave a rebel yell. The horn was blown, the crowd went mad, the shields rang through the night. But Frosthorn had not heard the horn and carried on the fight. He charged downhill toward the bay, with Hick still on his back. They crossed the feast, they crossed the dock, they crossed a fishing shack. Then Frosthorn stopped beside the sea and threw him through the air. Hick landed in a barrel full of someone's winter air. Did he ride 8 breaths? He did. Did he keep his pride? He tried. Did he break the northern bull? Not even close. Did he nearly die? Several times. From the silver, someone did. Who drank the prize? Everyone. Who stole the buckle from Hick's belt? No honest soul would tell. The broad-armed rider raised Hick up and handed him a horn. You ride like every bone you own can easily be reborn. Hick laughed and drank, then Frosthorn came and nudged him from behind. The bullet found the sailor's hat and seemed to change his mind. Hick scratched the beast between the horns and called him Thunderskin. The northern crowd declared that both were far too dumb to win. They carved his name into a shield, then hung it by the door. The southern fool who rode the storm and asked to ride once more. Ride the Frosthorn, hold the line, 8 hard breath through snow and pine. Hooves like thunder, blood awake. Hick stayed on through every shake. Ride the Frosthorn, raise the horn, toast the fool, the sea is born. Ring the shields and stomp the ground. Hick rode Frosthorn through the town. He won a shield, he lost a boot, he nearly lost his hide. Then Hick looked back at Frosthorn and asked, "When's the next ride?"